Okay, third time lucky. This is the third time I've recorded this video, and I get to the end and it says, there's been an error recording this video, please try again, which is very helpful. So, fingers crossed this works. This video is all about casting. Last lesson we looked at different data types. You should know that we have an integer data type, whole number, float, numbers with a decimal part, a boolean which is true or false, string, which you should definitely know, we've done lots on strings, and a character which is one symbol or letter. Now, we had a little error. Remember this error that we said we'd come back to? Let's take a look at this error. This has been caused by trying to work with two different data types that don't match. Here we've got a variable called age and we've assigned a string value 24. This is not a number, this is a string. We can see that there's quotes either side of it, and therefore it sees it as a 2 and a 4. Two characters, 2 and a 4. Then we've taken age and we've tried to add the integer 10, and that's what this error is saying. We can't convert the integer object to the string implicitly. I can't do this directly. No, what it's asking you to do is to use a constructor function. You have to convert, or better, have to cast one data type to the same data type in order for them to be able to be compatible. So let's take a look at the functions that we have available to us to do that. And I need my pen here. Okay, we have got str, and that stands for string. Int, these are all lowercase by the way, integer, and this one is quite easy to remember because it is what it is, float. So a string constructor function will convert, I'm going to call that string here, will convert whatever goes inside the brackets into a string. So if I did str and then I put 78, it would return 78 with quotes around it. Okay, so whatever I send string in its brackets, this is a function, I'm sending it this value, and it will return it, convert it into a string. This is an int, which is an integer, whole number, and I send int a value such as a string, so let's do 96, and it would return 96 without the quotes as a whole number. I could also send int 96.3, and it would also return 96. It would remove the decimal part. Okay, so an integer, whatever I send it, it will convert it into an integer, a whole number, and then it would return that value with no decimal part and then no quotes. So float, easy, that's a float, which is a number with a decimal part or fractional part, and whatever I send float, it will convert into a number with a fractional part. So if it's an integer that I send it, it will get a 0.0. If I send float a string value, 72.36 say, it will do 72.36, it will get rid of the quotes. Now this has to be within reason. I can't send int here or float hello, for example. They'd say, look, I'm good, but I ain't that good. I can't convert letters into numbers, that just doesn't work. And the same with float. If I sent that to float, it would come up with an error. So it can only convert strings which are recognisable and have a numeric counterpart too. Additionally, I can, I'm going to change colour pen, just do that down here. I can assign a variable, say age, with a value like this, and then I can send int the variable, and that would have the same effect 24 would be returned. Okay, let's take a look at what that looks like in Python. I'm going to run the shell again. I really hope. I'm going to stop this video. There's going to be 2 videos because I think that it's going to go wrong again, and I really don't want to have to do this yet again. So follow on from the next video just in case.